What up, what up, what up, guys? Listening Llama, thanks for being here. So, we're going to be working on solving equations exponentials number 2 with inverse with logs. But before we do, just a little rendition of mine. And maybe some of you have heard this before, maybe not. This is how it starts. This is a story all about how my life got turned upside down. I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground where I spent most of my days, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all shooting some b-ball up out of school with a couple of guys who were up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. Got one little fight. My mom got scared, or my aunt got scared. Said, "Moving with your." No, my mom got scared and said, "Moving with your aunt and your uncle in Bel Air." I pulled up to a house about 7 or 8, and I yelled to the cabbie, "You home? Smell you later." Looked in my kingdom. I was finally there, sitting on my throne as the Prince of Bel Air. Woo! Go New Bold! Yeah. Okay, sorry. So, in my next video, I've been doing number 2, number 9, 10, 11, 12, 20, something like that. So I thought we'd definitely start with number 1, since we didn't get to start that with you in class, because we're not in class currently, or maybe you are, and you're just watching this next year, after all this craziness pandemic went away, hopefully. Please. Okay, so then, first of all, let's actually go to 3, then we'll go back to 1, just to give you some basics. So basically, 11 to the what power is going to equal 68. Well, these are really easy using the inverse, right? This is an exponential. And so if we, let's see, so given a exponential solving problem, use the inverse, which are logs, to solve them. And make it easy. Yeah, make it easy. So basically, if this is base 11, and you can see the exponential, form going on there. So if this is base 11, then we would rewrite this. How would we write this? We'd use log base 11. Well, it turns out that log base 11 undoes the base of an exponential. But if you do it to one side, you have to do it to the other side. So I'm going to come over here and show this to you. So you leave a little space, like that. And then we do log base 11. And if you do it to one side, you have to do it to the other side. So what we're doing there is we are log base 11 both sides. That makes sense? Nice. Number 4, you would log base 16 both sides. Yeah? Kind of makes sense? Ish? We'll get you there. Don't worry, we'll get you there. Okay, there we go. Okay, so when you do that, that gets rid of the base 11. What? Get rid of the base 11. Whoa, new bold, cool hat. Thanks. Got it at Walmart for like 75% off, like $1. St. Patrick's Day. Leftovers. Okay, so now that we log base 11 to the other side, now we solved for b, because b is not in the exponent anymore. B just comes down as our answer. So we get b equals log base 11, 68, which is just a number. And we will just leave that as our answer. These are so much easier than some of the other stuff we've been doing. So really, you could bust through all of these, right? And send it to me for extra credit. So I'll put these online as our answers. Pretty easy, but let's do some more first. But also, let's show you some calculator work to prove this, to make sure it makes sense to you. Okay? So in the graphing calculator, we're going to go to log base. So again, go to the math button. If you have a graphing calculator, you can go to the math button. This is to prove it, just to prove the principle of what we're doing here, of log basing both sides. So you can see here that if we log based 11, and then an exponent of 11, right? Okay. So we do so then we're gonna do an exponent here just to prove it to you. Just shout out a number. What'd you say? 9? Nah, choose a different one. Oh yeah, 6. Oh no, no. You, oh, Twix. You're hungry. You want a Twix? Yeah, go get one. Hurry back. Just kidding. Okay, so let's use 7. 7-Eleven. So just to prove it to you, we're gonna see what happens now, right? Log base 11 gets rid of base 11. So let's go ahead and prove that to you right now. Okay, can you see it? So log base 11 gets rid of log base 11 gets rid of base 11. Log base 11 gets rid of base 11. Say it with me. Log base 11 gets rid of base 11. And what are we left with? Just a 7. And just bring it down. That's it. Bring it down. Cool. Okay, so then let's try... Oh, but what about E? What the heck is E? Okay, well, let me show you what E is. So E is like pi. Okay, it's on your calculator. So you go down here, second E. Let's just do e to the first power. And so E is just like pi. It's a special number, 2.718281828. And so basically, E is basically compounding interest over and over and over again. And so that's what banks are trying to do to make the most money they can off you. And so it's just a natural compounding, right? They compound it every year, every month, every week, every day, every hour, every second. And so that's the most they could compound with your interest. And that's just an idea of what E is. So when we say e to the r power equals 97, we want to do the opposite of e. Okay. Well, what is the opposite of e? Well, the opposite of e is log, right? Log base e. So let's just show you that real quick, just so we can prove it to you there. Okay, so here is log base e, which is 2.17828, whatever that was. Okay, so there's log base e, and then we'll show you that it undoes base e. Shout out a number again, maybe 7. And so those cancel each other out. See, just a 7, right? But because it's that amazing, just like pi has its own button right here, so does ln, so does e. E is right here, and ln is its opposite. So ln is the same as log base e. Let me show you that. So ln, right, is the same log e is the same as ln of e, or ln. So log base e is the same as ln. Ln is just log e is ln. Log e, ln. So like for example, if I did, let's do e to the 7 so you can see they cancel each other out again. Awesome. Right arrow. Okay, they cancel each other out. Good, good. That's what we're going to be using instead of log e. Even though you could use log e technically. You could use log e, both sides. Technically, it's true. Let's try another one. So math button of teaching a lot here about e, huh? Okay, so let's say log base e. Choose a different one this time though. So let's see here. So log e of let's just shout out a number like 5. Okay, so log e of 5 is the same as what? Ln of 5, right? Because does it make sense? No? Yes? Log e is the same as ln. Cool. So we're going to use ln. We could log e both sides, but we're just going to use ln, easier notation. Okay, so we have e to the r power equals, leave a space. Should we write that down as some notes? So leave a space. Awesome, there we go. Okay, so then when we leave a space, there we go. When we leave a space, now we can go ahead, let's use a different color now. And so now we're going to go ahead and ln, because that undoes e. So we're going to ln one side, and if you ln one side, you have to ln the other side. And so that just gets rid of e. And now we have what r equals. What? R just equals ln 97. Bam, wham, thank you ma'am. So that's it. Probably put in parentheses, but that's it. So these problems are pretty easy peasy lemon squeezy. We'll do a little bit maybe trickier one, we'll say there. So for example, number 5, no, that's pretty easy. Number 6, there are some steps first you have to do. Interesting, okay. A lot of steps here on number 6, but you got this. So sad map, just like the other video you're going to see, you're going to minus 7 to both sides. You got to start with getting the 7 to the other side, then this base 7, then the 8, and then we finally solved for k. So you're working your way through all the numbers. How do we say that? do sad mep, basically, which is PEMDAS backwards. So we're going to get further numbers to the other side, which means adding and subtracting first. Awesome. Then, log both sides. Then divide or multiply. So there's some steps or notes to help you there. Awesome. You can write that down if you want to. Okay, so then when we do that, we get 16 minus 7 is 9. Awesome. Then we're left with, leave a space, we're left with 7/8 to the k power is equal to 9. Good. How do we undo base 7? Do you remember? We just learned it. How do you unbase 7? How do you unbase 7? So how you unbase 7, well, can you see this? I think I'm in the way. I hope I'm not in the way. Let me move this out of the way. Sorry. I'm going to feel bad if that was in the way. Now I got to start over. What the? Hopefully not. Okay, so get further numbers to the other side, adding, then log both sides, and divide them over. Cool. Okay, so how do we undo base 7? We undo base 7 by logging base 7. Again, if you couldn't see any of this, I did 16 and minus 7, I got 9. Then 7 to the 8k power equals 9. Then I log base 7, that gets rid of the base 7, but if you do it to one side, you have to do it to the other side. And so now we log base 7 with the 9 there. And now we have, bring down the 8k, good. And now equals that, and then we just want to divide by 8. And job's good, and that solves for k. Job's a good one. So k is equal to log base 7, 9 divided by 8. It's just a number. It's just a decimal number. And so that'll be the answer that we're looking for on your homework assignment. Sweet. Okay, let's flip to the back side. My next video does 9, 10, 11, 12, and 20. So we're going to flip to the back side here and do kind of a more vital one. They're pretty much the same for the most part there. We'll show you. Ooh, let's do 11. No, you already did 11 in the next video. Okay, let's see here. Maybe number 14 looks pretty nice. Pretty good there. Looks pretty nice. Maybe 16 too looks pretty. Ooh, what about 15? 15, no? Yeah, I think we need to make sure that we divide by negative. So don't forget for number 14 and 15 that you're going to go ahead and divide by negative the other side before you do anything. Divide by it to the other side. So for example, 15, we're going to divide by negative 1. And what that's going to do is this is going to make it positive 10. Right? X plus 7. And then you can leave a space. Then you can go ahead, I'll say it verbally. Then you can go ahead and log base 10, or just log is, I don't know if I told this to you, but log is just regular base 10. You can write it down. That's just the log button in the calculator, right? Whenever you just use log. So log just is base 10 automatically because that's what we count on, 10 fingers, 10 toes. But you can write it down. I'll probably put log base 10 in the homework just in case, the answers. Okay, so log base 10 both sides, and then minus 7. Now be careful now, this is a trick, be careful now. So now this exponent comes down, it's no longer an exponent anymore, it's just a big old x plus 7. To solve for x, we are going to minus 7, but be careful. I'll put a distractor on there. That you want to minus 7 off to the side. This is all one unit, right? That's just one number. You don't want to minus a 7. Let me show you what I mean. So, because some of you are going to minus the 46 with a 7 and get 39, but that's not right. That's incorrect. Let me show you what I mean. So, for example, we got log base 10, and then we have 46, okay? And then we minused our 7 to the other side and solve for x. And so this is just a number, negative 5.337. It's okay to be negative, because we did this to the other side. So now we know that x equals this beautiful answer. And so let me show you the other way now. So if you would have accidentally combined the 46 with the 7, 46 minus 7 is 39. Then you would have got a wrong answer because that does not match up. 1.59 is not the right answer. It's negative 5.337. Okay, so just be careful. Let's jump over here. Be careful. Don't combine log with outside number. Cool. Awesome. Ooh, don't forget this one. You're going to minus 9 to both sides. Then you're going to ln both sides, right? ln both sides minus the 9 first. And then you end up ln'ing both sides. I think you're getting the hang of it. So this one you're going to divide by -2 first. Good. Divide by -2 first. Then log base 10 both sides. Don't forget to divide that. It's positive. And log base 10 both sides. And divide by 6. Beautiful. That deserves a big fat green smiley face. Awesome. Thanks for watching. Since we're doing green right now and ending this video on green, I'm going to go ahead and show you my green. I did this on my Magic the Gathering video if any of you watched it. Thanks for watching it. I did this, so I bought this for my grandkids. This is amazing. Yeah, thanks for watching. Peace out. Thanks for watching.